Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be.
It is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. This will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Carried by number 27.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Second and 5. He'll go up top here for Hamler. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
A.J. Hamler.
A huge play there for Denver. 55 yards.
First down, Denver.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Cummins. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Number 27, the ball carrier. Micah Kaiser on the tackle.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 12-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things?
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
That's the score. Broncos.
Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Brandon McManus to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Chris Carson, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Cummins. It's a foot race. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. And it's up and good.
Broncos 14, Seahawks nothing. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Now it's Carson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the plays we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. And this is caught at the end. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Philip Dorsett, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Seahawks have made this a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 14. Seahawks 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. KJ Hamler returning it. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
22 yards on the pickup there. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
With the score, Broncos 14, Seahawks 7.
Back to throw now on first down. Open man Hamler, that's complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
The Seahawks 43-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Cummins, and he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks 38. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Denver.
Back to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Brandon McManus lining
for good reason. Quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
McManus's point after is good. And it's now 21-7.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Wilson. Got his hand complete over the middle. That's Barker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on you heave one deep and you catch him close to the spot.
It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Wilson will throw again. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
He'll fire one downfield for Fant. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Noah Fant with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Seahawks 10.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time, and now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. On second down, Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Cummins. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It'll go as a gain of 7 on the play, and it sets up a 3rd and inches situation.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
On third down, Cummins, and he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
The tackle made
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9. They'll try the left side. Cummins. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
They'll set up to throw. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
On second down now, Cummins, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there as the first half is winding down, and the Broncos will add on to their lead.
The kick is good.
Extra point from McManus is good, and the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
That's on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Set down to return. The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll start out on the ground with Carson. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play that time for the Seahawks. Give him 55 yards on the ground. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's first and 10 just outside the red zone. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf, and that'll make it third down.
And 10 yards to go.
57's the Mike. Watch 57. Squish, double. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike.
Operating from the gun, Wilson. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a fourth down. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Myers' kick is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coach is always talking about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm willing to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground. Cummins. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 3rd down, Cummins. And some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great play there. 67 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And the lead will grow by 1 more.
Makes the score Broncos 42. Seahawks 13.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. Oh, look at the juke. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 27 yards there, a first down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. From the gun, Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. Escaping the pressure right.
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
The pass
certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
is good.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. They're going to look to throw. They go screen. It's complete. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's got some space here. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant, 36 yards. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. McManus now for the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Makes the score, Broncos 52, Seahawks 13. Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
10 at the 42-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go. Let's bring it.
From the gun, Wilson. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
For DK Metcalf.
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. Throwing again. Wilson. He's got his big tight end, Gronkowski. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown.
Let's go, Metcalf.
DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. The extra point now coming from Myers. So they get one score back, but still a long ways to go here in this third quarter.
52. Seahawks 20.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, Cummins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll keep it on the ground. Cummins, they'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Carried by number 20.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And it spins away. Oh, what a move. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack.
57 the mark. 57 14. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. Flush to his right. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 37. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Wilson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick. His 3rd pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
It's 2nd.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. It's a big play there for the Broncos. Give him 53 yards on the ground. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll keep it on the ground. Cummins, he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
He was taken down by Bobby.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
Down at the 4.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. You know what? I know it's 4th down, and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead, but don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
36 power.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
Broncos 55, Seahawks 26.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Hamler now to return it. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll go up top here for... That's caught at the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because...
You're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Exactly 50 yards on that last play as they just go from 125 to the other for 1st and 10. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Michael Ojemudia. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
After the interception, here's Wilson. eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use it. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Makes the score Broncos.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Brendan McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to